What is the biggest misconception you have about your dog? You probably think they are just peacefully sleeping on the couch while you are at work. Or maybe you believe they have some magical sixth sense that tells them exactly when it is 6 o'clock in the evening and time for you to walk through the door. But the shocking truth is far more heartbreaking. They are not reading a clock, they are actually smelling your gradual disappearance. But before you can truly understand how their incredible nose is ticking away the seconds in absolute loneliness, I need you to think back to the exact moment you closed that front door this morning. The sudden shift from a house full of life to a deafening silence. The confused look in their eyes as the invisible bond between you two is suddenly, even if temporarily, severed. The moment the lock clicks, your dog does not just hear you leave, they feel it in the very air they breathe. You see, every single human being constantly sheds microscopic skin cells. As we move around our homes, we leave behind a dense, invisible cloud of our unique scent glands. It is a scent trail that tells the story of who we are and where we have been. When you leave for the day, the concentration of your scent in the air reaches its absolute peak. But the moment you are gone, that scent begins to decay. It starts to fall to the floor at a very predictable, steady rate. To the miniature predator waiting by the door, this fading smell is their biological clock. They do not need to look at a watch. They measure the passage of time by how much of you is left in the room. Let us dive deeper into this invisible world. Imagine living in a reality where your entire concept of time is tied to the fading smell of the person you love most in the world. As the afternoon drags on, the house becomes still. The vibrant, comforting aroma of your morning coffee, your shampoo, and your skin is slowly dissolving into the background. Your dog will often move from room to room, meticulously checking the areas where your scent was strongest: the edge of your bed, your favorite spot on the couch, the rug by the bathroom sink. They are desperately trying to hold on to the lingering echoes of your presence. This is not just a habit, it is a biological necessity. For a creature whose entire world is defined by smell, your scent is their ultimate sense of safety. It is the anchor that keeps their world from spinning out of control. When that anchor begins to slip away, their anxiety naturally begins to rise. They are not just missing you, they are experiencing a profound sensory deprivation. The scent that tells them everything is okay is vanishing into thin air. By the time the sun starts to set, the concentration of your scent has plummeted to its lowest point of the day. And this is exactly when the real emotional turmoil begins. The silence of the house amplifies the absence of your smell. Their survival instinct screams that the pack is broken, that the invisible bond might be severed forever. But the most terrifying part is not the waiting itself. What actually happens in their brain when your scent finally hits rock bottom is a dark secret that will make your heart ache. When your scent in the room almost completely disappears, usually by late afternoon, the level of the stress hormone cortisol in your dog's brain spikes dramatically. They are hit with a sudden wave of sheer panic and overwhelming anxiety. In their primal minds, you have not just gone to the office or the grocery store. You have vanished from their world, and the safety of the pack is entirely shattered. This is exactly where we need to address the deeply misunderstood behavior of a destructive dog. So many owners come home to torn up sofa pillows, deeply chewed shoes, or their favorite clothes dragged all over the bedroom floor. It is so incredibly easy to feel angry and assume they are misbehaving, out of spite or boredom. But the truth hidden in their behavior is entirely different and incredibly sad. Tearing up your personal belongings is not an act of rebellion or bad manners. It is a desperate, frantic attempt to dig up the last remaining scent glands you left behind in the house. When the ambient air no longer smells like you, they instinctively seek out the physical objects that hold your scent the strongest and deepest. Your worn leather shoes, your unwashed laundry, and your bedsheets are literally a lifeline to them. Surrounding themselves with these specific items is their way of desperately trying to restore that lost sense of safety. They are attempting a process of self-healing to cope with the overwhelming fear of abandonment that is flooding their nervous system. I used to get so incredibly frustrated seeing my living room in an absolute mess after a long, exhausting day at work. That was until the day I walked in quietly and found my little dog curled up incredibly tight, visibly shivering, while resting her head on top of my old discarded sweater. It was a profound and heartbreaking realization. This supposedly bad behavior is actually the ultimate proof of their unyielding dedication and their unconditional love for you. They are willing to make themselves as small and vulnerable as possible, clinging desperately to a fading scent, just to feel a tiny fraction of your presence. Every single item they destroy is just a cry for the comfort of your touch. So think about the exact moment when you finally turn that doorknob and step inside the house. Their explosive, joyous reaction is not just a simple casual hello, it is a massive celebration of your survival and their relief. To them, you have bravely returned from the dangerous void. In that beautiful, chaotic moment of jumping and tail wagging, Their racing heart rate finally settles, the cortisol drops immediately, and their absolute trust in your bond is instantly safely restored. They are whole again because you are home. The next time you have to leave the house for a long shift, maybe you should consider leaving an old unwashed shirt right on their bed. It might just be the exact comforting hug they need to survive the lonely hours of the day. If this revelation completely changed how you see your dog waiting for you by the door, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more deep emotional dives into your pet's brilliant mind. Please leave a comment below telling us exactly what your dog does the second you come home. And before you go, let me leave you with this thought. You might think your dog licking your face is just a sweet innocent kiss to show affection, but they are actually gathering a shocking piece of secret information about your internal body that I will decode and reveal in our next video. You definitely do not want to miss that one.